The microphone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Woo! Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host, Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan. What's up, bro? What's up? What's good, man? What's up, man? What's up?
I'm all right, man. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Big win on the weekend, so I'm feeling all right. You know what I mean?
A win for you or win for OKC? Because I know you had soccer and shit too. Well, you or OKC or both?
Well, both, but more, my football. You know what I mean?
You want to go ahead? You want to talk about that real quick? Let me know what happened. Did you? I'm asking the questions, nigga. I'm asking the question. What was the score?
4-0.
Damn, you had like a little sweep, huh? Like a little sweep, huh? You know what I'm saying? What did you do? You scored? Did you assist? Did you get a steal? What's going on, man? On the soccer field, you get crossed up. What's up? Or was you crossing niggas up out there?
1 goal, 3 assists.
Look at this. So hold on, wait a minute. So what you're telling me is that you was scored or assisted on all 4 points?
Yeah.
Hey, that's my guy. Hey, don't say it like that, motherfucker. That nigga confidence is through the roof, nigga. Oh shit.
How you feeling though?
Say what? I just knocked my cord on my ear.
Yeah.
What you say?
How you feeling though? How you feeling? How you living?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. Ain't no complaints my way. You feel me? I'm glad y'all got the dub though, my guy. You feel what I'm saying? Uh-oh, somebody said lies. Who was Connor, man? Who was Connor? What's up, Connor? What's up, Connor? Let me know what's going on, Connor. What's going on, man?
Connor's one of my guys. Connor's one of my guys from London. Okay.
Oh, he's from London. I'm gonna call him C-Dub. I'm gonna call him C-Dub. C-Dub, what's up, C-Dub?
Hey, shout out to Connor though, because he was, searching to try and go get be a professional. He got his wish. He's playing out in Europe right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And his partner also plays professional soccer as well. So, shout out to Connor, man. I was a big he's a really nice dude, man. His family is amazing. Like amazing. His mom is like one of the best people I've ever met in my life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Mad cool, bro. So they said come to the crib, like you can stay over, do all that stuff. I stayed over. They treated me like I was one of their own. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Whenever something happened to Ellen one time, like she got cut on her face.
Mm-hmm. You hit her?
Had to get.
Now he hitting Ellen. Now he hitting his hands. I got to come out. Hey, Connor, we gonna slide on out to Australia, whoop this nigga ass, man. You understand? What the fuck you talking about, man? Ain't no. Hey, look. He said all love is gone when you put hands on Ellen. Nah, let me quit bullshit. Nah, we don't do that. We don't rock like that. You feel me? We don't rock like that. Shout to Connor though. Shout to I don't even know Connor, but if you fuck with Jordan, I fuck with you. Shout to my guy Connor C-Dub. You know what I mean? Making it professional, my guy, living out your dream and treating my guy Jordan with great hospitality, my guy. Shout to moms too, Connor moms too, and the whole fam. I don't know y'all, but what's happening? What's good?
Yeah, man. They mad cool they are, man. But hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Tell your people about this and hey, make sure you fucking follow, man.
Listen, make sure you follow Connor and listen though. If y'all ever want to talk that deep soccer shit, you know what I mean? We could do that shit too. You got something in mind, Connor? You know what I mean? You or Joe want to link up? Y'all want to talk about the shit? We can get it cracking. It don't matter. We can do all this. You feel me? But yeah, man, everything good with me though. I ain't got no complaints and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Game 2 of the NBA Finals was lit. You know what I'm saying? Good game. My guy Jordan right here, you know what I'm saying? My guy Jordan said it's 4-0. It ain't nothing on nothing. Like it's a walk in the park out here. Doomsday, what's up, my boy? What's good with you, baby? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my boy Jordan says, you know what I'm saying? Always down for that. For sure, man. More down. Yeah, for sure, man. And just follow us on Instagram. You see it at the bottom. You know what I mean? Follow the page. I already know you probably follow Jordan. Whatever y'all want to do, man, just let me know, man. Let me know. Doomsday locked in. He said, remember, he was with you, Jordan. Maybe he said he with you before in a row. He said 3 more, Jordan.
You're fucking damn right, nigga. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell
Oh
you.
shit! Oh
This shit
shit!
gonna be easy, man. Hey, did you? Hey, anyway, just did y'all listen to the Carter Six or no?
That motherfucker was trash.
Did you listen to it?
Yes, from beginning to end, and
Really?
I rated it just what it is, a 6. You feel me? And as I, listen, he don't listen. That album is trash. I'm sorry. I don't care who got to say about it. I will sit down and listen to it with somebody if they got a fucking problem. That album was fucking garbage. It's not album of the year worthy. It ain't better than J. Cole, My Delete Later that dropped. Obviously, it didn't drop like right, it dropped a while ago, but I'm just saying the albums within this past year. J. Cole, absolutely not. GNX, absolutely not. Glorilla, the Glorious album, it ain't better than that. And that's on my mama. You feel what I'm saying? So, no. Absolutely not. Carter 6 was trash. I don't even need to listen to it anymore. I don't even need to listen to it. It's no. It gets no play in my ride.
I don't know why. I mean, I guess sometimes, if, Wayne, he doesn't want to like continue to try and use like the people that he's made, that he's helped get to that point, right? Like, you have Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga. It could be any of these dudes that he can at least. Yeah.
Doomsday said there's 3, maybe 5 good songs. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the best song on there was with Jelly Roll, was on the hook. And I think the hook is what made the song what it is. That's the hardest song on the album. The hook is what made the song what it is. You feel me? Out to Jelly Roll.
I haven't gotten to go like through it. I listened to probably about 3 to 4 songs. So
yeah,
like I'm on my way up to training today and doing with the kids. I'm probably gonna bump the whole album out.
You gonna turn?
I'm gonna have to bump it at least 2 times before I like, what I'm saying? Because Lil Wayne, nostalgia, especially when we was in school. Lil Wayne was like,
but hear what I'm saying.
I know.
It ain't that no more, bro.
I know.
It's like, how can I put this in sports terms? So we say Kobe Bryant, and then at the end, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the older a player get, you know what I mean? This album it's not a longevity, you know what I mean? This album is hard. Oh, he still got it. Nah, bro. And I'm with Doomsday. It's not the same Wayne, bro. I mean,
you're right.
It's not. I'm sorry. I think he should stop with the Carter trend. There shouldn't be no Carter 7. None of that. Just do some features or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And me and my wife, when he had put that he was, like the tour dates and shit, I showed her. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, we can go to that. You know what I mean? And then when I heard the album, I'm like, I don't know if I'm, because he's going to do a lot of those songs from the album. You know what I mean? You're not going to come out here in 2025 and do all your old shit. You're going to do your new shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, if she want to go, I'll go, but it would be solely for her, for sure. Because my wife is a big Wayne fan.
She likes the big Wayne. She likes Wayne. But she's probably anticipating that he's probably going to bump, especially if he does a tour. He for sure going, he is going to play some old tracks.
Well, I'm gonna be in the hallway to the old shit. Come on, and new shit playing. I ain't sitting out there. I'll be back, baby. I'll be back.
I don't know why he didn't try and get like some of his, the Drake and Nicki Minaj and some of them boys on his album.
Well, listen, man, listen. Listen to what you're saying. You saying
I know.
He ain't go get everybody else to make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wayne, old Wayne didn't need that shit. You know what I mean? Like, bro, listen. For the recent years, I haven't liked shit that he. You know what I mean? Maybe a feature here or there. I'd be like, what the fuck is he? I don't like that shit. I don't like the shit. You know what I mean? So his prime is definitely behind him. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna listen to the tracks in the next episode. I'm gonna give you my input on it. You know what I mean?
I'll be waiting on that, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same shit. Cause no. But you know what I mean? We're here to talk sports, man. So for the viewers right now, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe he was afraid of Kendrick. Hey, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you talking about Lil Wayne? He's talking about
yeah, I don't know. I ain't saying he is. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It ain't that shit ain't hitting, though. That shit ain't hitting on nothing, you ask me. But, man, like I said, man, we're going to talk these sports. You know what I mean? We ain't got a whole lot to talk about today. You feel what I'm saying? You already know we're going to talk about Game 2 of the NBA Finals because OKC, they went out there and got their revenge in Game 2 and 123-107 win. Tied it up 1-1, headed back to Naptown. You understand, Jordan? What was the difference in Game 2 versus Game 1? You want to go first or I'll take it?
You know, you can go off, man. Let me hear what you got to say about this because... Let me hear what y'all got to say. You know what I mean?
Well,
I got my tea. Hold on, man. Let me just hold on and take my seat, man. Let me mute my shit, man. Go get it popping, man.
Man, listen. I look at it like this. Look, right? The difference in this game, and this is simple. The difference in this game, you see, they didn't have a whole bunch of turnovers like last game, but what they was doing was playing solid defense. I'm talking about OKC. They was playing solid defense. Maybe they didn't have 19 turnovers in the first half. Maybe they didn't. I think they was passing the ball more. I think they capitalized on shit more like the efficiency. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Game 1 in the first half, he was 8 of 18. Last game alone, you know what I'm saying, he was 11 of 21. He took 3 more shots in the whole game than he did in the first half. You know what I'm saying? In Game 1, he was more efficient. Chet Holmgren didn't put up no weak ass 6 points. He showed up, and even though Jalen Williams didn't have a very, very efficient game, it's better than 6 of 19. Being 5 of 14, it's better than 6 of 19. You ask me, you know what I'm saying? So Shai Gilgeous being a distributor, they got Aaron Wiggins off the bench. He came and lit the shit up. Alex Caruso doing what he do, lit the shit up. People like to look at, you know what I mean, one game, you know what I mean, and be like, oh man, they only got like me and Twan was talking, right? And me and Twan was like, you know, OKC, they only got 3 real scorers, bro. 3 real scorers, and the Pacers got this. I said, bro, the Pacers don't have 3 or 4 or 5 legit scorers. What they was doing was just capitalizing on these open shots or whatever the case may be. They ain't like they out here just putting it on the ground. It's 3 or 4 guys out here like that. So he sent me a screenshot. You know, he circled the stats and shit like that. Well, he ain't sent me no screenshot yesterday circling those stats because you had 5 guys out there getting off. And any given night on OKC, it could be that. And that's just what it was. Solid defense, a complete game like Doomsday mentioned, a complete solid game of defense. Efficient from the field, and other guys got involved, and they went out there and got the job done. And you look at Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam. They didn't get that. Alex Caruso did a damn good job on Siakam. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think, like I said, way more efficient from the field. Other players did their job, and the defense was more complete because they didn't allow no big comebacks and all of that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So as long as they do that, you know what I mean, I think we could probably have another game like we had last night. It was a 16-point win. The spread was 11 going into the game, so they covered that spread, you know what I mean? But complete defense, you know what I'm saying, efficiency, pass sharing the rock. Because like last game, I think they had I wrote this down in my phone. I think they had 13 assists or some shit like that. Last game they had like 13, 14 in the first half or some type of shit, man. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Passing the ball, getting everybody because last game, Jalen Williams, he came out firing, but he wasn't hitting nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really a lot of ball moving. I don't know if you want to call it, you know, niggas it was jitters, niggas was nervous or whatever. You know what I mean? But last night OKC looked more like OKC because they kept the lead, and even if the Pacers tried to make a run, they extended it some more. And as you see, it's a 16-point win. I think they went to the fourth quarter with an 18 to 20-point lead. You know what I'm saying? And it was no doubt in my mind last night that the Pacers was going to lose this game, especially when it came down starting the fourth quarter. I was like, ain't no coming back. OKC looked different tonight. They look more in tune, look like OKC. So I think those were the differences in the game 2 versus game 1. Holla at me.
Nah, I mean, listen, man. That nigga Williams.
We're gonna check that.
Was he drafted? Okay, let me tell you something. Obviously, it was their defense that put them over the top, right?
Yeah.
Shay's definitely his penetration is definitely a reason why people are getting open shots and people are knocking down shots. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Williams still hasn't showed up to the NBA Finals. You know,
Yeah,
for me,
that's a fact.
He still hasn't. In my opinion, he still hasn't. But because they have such a complete team all around team, Casey Wallace defending, you have Lou Dort defending, not Carson Wallace, Wiggins coming off the bench. Even they have an Isaiah Joe coming off the bench. They have Caruso coming off the bench giving defense, and he's hitting shots. Caruso's not known for to be a great shooter, to be honest with you, but he's knocking down corner threes. They're getting so wide open threes because of SGA's ability to penetrate. You understand what I'm saying? And collapse the defense. That's causing a lot of problems. You know what I mean? Like, no one can stay in front of Shai. Like, Shai's game is so nice, bro. And it's like he doesn't what is it called? He continuously attacks. He doesn't like ease up and, like, let's say, starts jacking threes. Like, he's one of them old school players that will give you mid-range. He'll get all the way to the bucket. He gonna get your free throws. He gonna hit you with a few threes, but he gonna give you the whole nine of it. But he is attacking the basket, which also, what does that do? Put your team in foul trouble. Put your team in foul trouble. What does that do? You can't really play as much aggressive defense. You understand what I'm saying? So they're just getting whatever they want. And then defensively, I told you, them niggas is listen. Haliburton's a good player, bro. No one's doubting that. And even Indiana's a good team. Just because they come out here and they're getting beat by OKC doesn't mean they're not a good team.
Right.
They're a good team. You know what I mean? But the defense that these guys put and the pressure they put on with Haliburton, because Haliburton now, he can't get into the teeth of the defense. He cannot.
No.
You know what I mean? And then if they continuously are getting to the free throw line, if they're continuously getting buckets, and then they're allowing themselves to set up. You understand what I'm saying? They're at the nails, they're at the boxes and elbows. It's gonna be hard for him because he can't get by a Casey Wallace like that. He's having a tough time to get by a Lou Dort. He's having a tough time to get by a Caruso. He's having a tough time even to go, nigga, all of them on the team. Jalen Williams. He's having a tough time to get by a. Who else is the player that they starting now? It is Casey Wallace that they're starting. It is Casey Wallace that they're starting. But they have a whole bunch of the players, even SGA. You understand what I'm saying? So now you have Chet Holmgren that he's gonna try, but Chet Holmgren is a long ass nigga. Know him, pause. He's long. You feel what I'm saying? But like, is that who you trying to go after? And it's not just him, because they will switch everything. And they'll stay at the boxes, and they'll allow, okay, if you're gonna tell me you're gonna let Siakam shoot, you're gonna they gonna allow, but not even that. They getting out to the shooters. They're not falling for the pump fakes. They just getting out to the shooters. You know what I'm saying? And still being able to rotate and recover, which is like one of the best things in the NBA. If you can be able to be at the box and elbows, because if he's trying to and they're able to help, they're able to overhelp, and then get back out to the shooters without allowing penetration, brother, what are we talking about right now? So I think OKC right now is just playing at a high level. I told you, they're going to blow these niggas out, man, 4 in a row. I mean, it's not, maybe a one close game, but I think they're going to blow these niggas out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Game 3 is in Naptown. You're here in Naptown. It's the blowout, close game, what?
They're going to blow these niggas out.
So, a lot, see, the Pacers fans that I know, you know what I'm saying, not all, a lot of them, you know what I mean, they like to look at, in New York, they was giving them the whistle. I'm like, bro, nigga, Neesmith was handsy. My guy Martell, he was handsy the whole time. Nembhard handsy the whole, they wasn't getting called fouls all the time. Nigga, Jalen Brunson stayed in foul trouble. Carl Towns stayed in foul trouble. Well, he can't look at that in this series, because last game, Shai only took like, three free throws? You know what I mean? Some shit like that. But as a team last game, the Pacers shot 26 and the OKC shot 33. You know what I mean? That ain't too much of a difference. You know what I mean? So the fouls, the whistle was going both ways. You know what I mean? And as you mentioned, Shai got the ability to drive the lane, make the defense collapse. You know what I mean? And then when you kick it out, you know what I mean? Boys just hitting shots. Now you ain't collapsing that lane like that. Now it keeps it open for Shai. Now he can dance on you. You can't stay in front of him because he can dance on you, hit the step back. People don't understand sometimes. Shai's 6'6", man. And I think Shai is like a sneaky strong. You know what I'm saying? He's like a sneaky strong, you know what I mean, basketball player. You feel what I'm saying? So you got guys like Shai that you cannot stay in front of, you know what I mean, and shit, bro. He gonna come out here, and if ain't nobody else hitting nothing, you know what I mean, then yeah, you might have a better chance that, bringing the trap, you know what I mean, making them get off the ball, whatever the case may be. But that wasn't what's going on. That wasn't what was going on last night. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That last game was Last game, the OKC looked more like OKC because they wasn't giving up a whole bunch of things, getting out close. The Pacers are dangerous from the corner. Dangerous from corner, you know what I mean? And they was getting out there in that shit last night. So if they continue to play like that, you know what I mean, shit could get real ugly. You feel what I mean? But listen, I got somebody here. Go ahead.
But Shea had about 12 free throws last game.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Even in game 1, bro, they was up the whole entire game, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Not until the ending. So even if they're playing like that, this is not New York.
Yeah.
This is not those teams. So you know what I'm saying? Even if they go up, they can't allow them to keep going up like that because it's not going to be one of those situations where they're just going to continuously come back against this type of team. This is a different team, man. Yeah.
So look, I got my guy Nick. This is my dog. You feel what I'm saying? This is my dog right here. You feel me? I got my guy Nick. He a Pacer fan. I sent him the link. I be sending people the links. Like if they want to come on and talk, they talk. You know what I mean? They can do that. I put the link on like Facebook last time on the page. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody respond, so I start sending the links to people inboxes like other Pacer fans and shit. Like if they want to come on the show, win or lose, they talk. Shit is cool. You know what I mean? But my guy Nick right here, he ain't no hoe ass nigga. He ain't no sore loser. He ain't none of that shit. He gonna talk his talk, win or lose. So that's why, you know, I'm glad he popped in. So I'm about to bring him in real quick. You know what I'm saying? My guy,
bro.
Hey man, do me a favor. Turn your phone to the side and that loud ass TV in the back. That shit down, man.
What up, man?
What's good with you, bro? How you like? I know you geek. The series is coming here to Naptown 1-1 versus 2-0. I know you like that a whole lot better. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, either way it go, you know, whether we there, here, you know what I'm saying. But I know what we gonna do when we get here, though. You feel me?
So let me know what y'all gonna do when y'all come back to the city, man. What's going on, man? 2-1 Pacers or 2-1 OKC? And then listen, I know you're a big fan, but let's keep it all the way 100. We're gonna talk basketball.
We're gonna keep it a buck. We're gonna keep it a buck. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna get us one. I'm hoping to. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come here and get one, but I think this third game gonna be us. You feel me?
Yeah, it's gonna be loud and motherfucking bank and Game Bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real wild.
So you know, this is my guy Jordan right here, right? You know what I mean? It's my guy.
What's good, baby?
He from T-Dot. He from Canada. You know what I mean? He out there in Australia right now. You know what I mean? He soccer. He play his soccer. He a soccer player, coach, trainer, and he know football and basketball too. You know what I mean? That's why we always on here rocking. You know what I mean? But my man Jordan says, you know, it's gonna be they about to win 4 straight. They're gonna go ahead and get the Pacers out of here 4 straight. It's gonna be 4-1 OKC. So, man, what you got to say about that? What you think, man?
I mean, just me personally, the Pacers not gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, SGA. You know what I'm saying? If they other goons show up, then you know Pacers gonna have to show up and do their thing. But man, we got too many guns out there, bro. And then coming off the bench, come on, man, we got a squad coming off the bench. You feel me? And if everybody show up and do their thing, game over, lights out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but they gonna have to stop that fourth quarter trying to run and come back type stuff, though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you.
That can happen. That they can't. If they want, I'm gonna let you go, Jordan. If the Pacers want a chance to win it, because we know OKC is a better team. They're a better team. You know what I mean? So that's why I say if the Pacers do win this series, I'm gonna clap it up for them because OKC is clearly the better team. If they can go out there and neutralize that shit and do whatever they got to do to get a dub and win the series, you can't. Even if you don't even watch the Pacers or you don't like the Pacers or whatever, you must give them a round of applause.
Yeah, most definitely.
What's your biggest fear in this series, real quick? And I'm gonna let Jordan say what he got to say. What's your biggest fear in this series?
Man, probably losing that little money to you. You feel me? Hey, shit. Probably losing that money for everybody gonna hold you. Feel me?
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, my God. I know you don't want to do that. I know you don't want to do that.
You're already in my pockets, man. I don't know how much, but you know what I'm saying. But shit, I ain't trying to lose no more.
So there's nothing else that gives you pause, like when you look at this series. Not the roster, not the play, not nothing, right? Nothing,
man. Nah, man. Because like I said, if the Pacers show up, if everybody show up, you know what I'm saying. Haliburton do his thing, facilitate like he been doing, but he gonna have to get more aggressive out there. Now, if these turnovers, that's probably another biggest fear. The turnovers they out there doing, you feel me? And they need to get more aggressive on the rebounds too.
Okay.
Offensive and defensive rebounds, you feel me?
Here's the thing though. You keep saying if they show up, bro. if both teams show up and play their best, OKC is going to be the better team. So I'm just
OKC gonna do their thing regardless, especially with old boy. He putting up what 30+ points a game. You feel me?
yeah, and that's
36 or something like that.
36. And listen, bro, that's the man. Listen,
74 points in 2 games.
Y'all are gonna have to, like you said, we talk about Haliburton. Haliburton to me is not a superstar because a superstar is not about to come out here and just be the, it ain't like he's the one that's leading the team. He's not in Steph Curry mode, Luka mode. He's not in LeBron mode. Right. And that's okay. That's okay. But I'm saying if people gonna look at him and label him as a superstar, you can't play the way you play because he's having difficulty. Even in the first game, I know he hit the game-winning shot, but bro, he's not leading the comeback. That's not what he's doing. You know what I mean? Right. The ball was not in his hands when they was making a run. Wasn't in his hands. They going on him hard. Neesmith making shots and things like that. So if they put him in a superstar realm, you know what I'm saying? 5 points through 3 quarters, and that little bullshit 12 points in the fourth quarter when the game is out of reach, that ain't gonna get it done. So if that's the guy for the Pacers, he's gonna have to be aggressive from the jump ball. And if it worked, it worked. If not, then shit, hey, something else got to shake. Go ahead, Jordan. Say what you got to say.
So my thing is with the team, like as I said to him, I'm not one of those dudes like usually people be going like even if Haliburton has a tough series, it's allowed to happen. You know what I mean? Like it's his first series, and it's not like it's clearly a tough matchup for him because they have guards that can guard. You know what I mean? That really get after him. So it's 100% going to be difficult for him. My thing is, and the reason why it's just tough for me to even have you guys because like even making it remotely close is because he cannot get into the teeth of the defense at all. Like at all. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a big part of how you guys play, even the way you guys get on runs and all that stuff. Haliburton be getting at least into the paint, into the teeth, and then able to, dish out to whoever he want to dish out to, which causes rotations and then getting open threes and whatnot, right? And then also on top of that, when he's not aggressive, he's not getting like usually when you guys even off of a made basket, you guys are like getting out, right? Even on made baskets, y'all are getting out.
Yeah,
but the OKC has the people to deal with him in the open court, has people to deal with him, even if pretty much in the open court and when they get into a half court set. So that's the big issue. You know what I mean? And your only true guy that they give it to get a bucket is supposed to be Pascal Siakam, right? Nembhard at the end of the day is a small guard. You know what I mean? So if you decide that you want to lean on him, he's probably like what 5'11", 6
No,
foot.
he's 6'4". I think he's 6'4".
No way, Nembhard 6'4". There's no way.
He's 6'4".
There's no way. We gotta look that up.
I think he's 6'4". And
there's no way. There's no way. We gonna check him out. But anyway,
hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
6'4".
Yeah, he's 6'4".
Yeah, he's too small for me with all those guys that are. You have the SGA 6'6", Jalen Williams 6'6". You have Caruso 6'6". Dort is a big dude, bro. He's not as tall, but that dude's strong and big. You ain't gonna knock him off his spot or nothing like that. So it's difficult for these dudes to go in and I mean, especially those guards, right? I think who's important for you, honestly, is Benedict Mathurin. You know what I mean? Because he has the size as well, and he can get to his spots. You know what I'm saying? And he can draw fouls and whatnot. But I think it's too difficult for Haliburton. It's going to be a hard series for him. And I'm not going. And for me,
he's gonna have to get aggressive, man. That's just how I feel about it. Because like you said, he can get in the paint, but you know what I'm saying, he got to want to do it to me because he passing that ball too much for me. And it's cool, like I said, it's cool to facilitate, man. But you got to get out here and do your thing too. You know what I mean?
But it's hard for him because the guys that are, that he has to go up against, literally Lou Dort, Caruso, Casey Wallace, and is it Lou Dort?
Yeah.
Is it Lou Dort?
Yeah.
So you have 4 to 5 guards that can really give him some trouble, and that is giving him trouble. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? So if that continues to happen, I don't see how y'all can win.
You right. I mean, yeah, you absolutely right on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody gonna have to step up. do their thing. But we gonna see what it do Wednesday, man. You feel me? But
What you
hey Mike, I gotta, gotta run, brother. So you know what I'm saying? I'll
do,
catch up with you on the next one or something, man.
do your thing, bro. Appreciate you for dropping in real quick. But when you log out,
Yeah.
you got good Wi-Fi over there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna load up. It's gonna load up quick. You know what I mean? Because it got this part. When you came in, it came out. It still got to load. So when it's complete, you're good to go. Just do that for me, though, bro.
Okay. I mean, I still just hit this leave button, right?
I think. Can you do that, Jordan?
Yeah, I think you say leave on it.
You can leave out from the thing, and then you have to stay in the thing. You have to
Okay,
stay in
I got you.
yeah.
Okay.
I got you. Okay, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, bro. Much love, nigga.
Hey, sign him up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my guy right there, bro. That's my guy. That's my dog.
So tell him to come back in, but you don't have to put him in.
Right. Right. He complete now. He good. He already
good?
Straight. Yeah, he's straight. All right. So yeah, man. Listen, and I'm with you, bro. You know what I mean? They gonna have to if they any chance, bro. He's gonna have to show improve. And this is a segue into our next, question. It's like, has Haliburton done enough? Has Haliburton done enough to prove he's a real superstar? Because everybody's looking at he's got the game winners, you know what I'm saying? Especially last game in the finals in game 1, you know what I mean? Then against the Knicks and against the Bucks as well. You know what I'm saying? They put him in this status. Do you believe he's done enough to earn the superstar status? What you think?
No, I mean, but I don't know who's putting him in a superstar status. Who's doing that?
Just people, but I'm just, I don't be heavy, you know what I mean? I'm talking about just people in general, you know what I mean? Patriot fans and other just basketball fans that I talk to, you know what I mean? It's like they put him in this. It was a conversation that was being had, put it like that. So I just brought it here just to get your insight on it. What do you think? Has he done enough to prove that he's a real superstar?
No, I think he's done enough to show that he's an all-star. I think he's done enough to prove that he's one of the young up-and-coming all-stars that's going to be a perennial all-star for the next years to come.
Yeah.
But superstar, for me, a superstar, there's only two superstars in the league, bro. Damn near, maybe 3.
Ooh.
There's not many superstars. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and if you want to say, I don't know, Luka, Giannis,
Joker,
like those. Joker, yeah, but Joker. The reason why Joker's a superstar, but when I mean, the players. The face. When I mean superstar, I meant those are the faces of the league. I meant the faces of the league, and which is a different question. So that's my bad. The faces of the league is LeBron James and Steph Curry. Very, very, very clear. You know what I mean? It's still that superstar. Yeah. Okay. Let me rephrase it. Superstar. Yeah. There's more superstars. When I was talking about the faces of the league, there's more superstars.
Is it faces or is there a face? Because the face
is LeBron James and Steph Curry are the faces of the league. 100%.
Who the biggest face?
LeBron James.
But he's the face. Ain't no motherfucking Sharon. He's the face.
No. There's definitely is. It's just like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Even though one might be more than the other, but those are
they came in
anyway.
Keep going.
Anyway, and I think people know the face of the league is those two for sure. But so if we're talking about superstars, I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's a superstar yet. I think this run has definitely catapulted him to at the top of that tier. You understand what I'm saying? Where there's like the superstar tier, then you have like the all-star tier players that are getting into superstar. You understand? And then you have the normal all-star players. I think you can put Haliburton in that second tier of, if he's carrying teams into, you can have one run and he's gonna have to continue this, but his game doesn't speak superstar to me. His game doesn't speak superstar to me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think there's only about what there's only maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 superstars in the league. So I'm not gonna put him in that realm right there. You feel what I'm saying? He's just the second tier, you know what I'm saying, or the top of the third tier. You get me? Because
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Yeah. You feel me? I just don't. I think he's gonna have to prove a bit more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think just one run catapults you to being a superstar. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think that does it. And his game doesn't speak that too. He's had a lot of he's like this, bro. We gotta be honest, especially in this year. It's not like he he's giving you the SGA treatment. Like SGA's out there each and every night, bro. He ain't
Yeah.
he ain't bullshitting. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? So yeah, that's I mean, I don't think he has proven enough to be a superstar player. I think he has to do this maybe another year. But on top of that, his game, nothing's wrong with his game, because you can be Steve Nash and be a superstar.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
100%. 100%. But I just feel that, Nash has proven, especially, what I'm saying, during those years and getting MVPs. Even before that, like he was out there getting it. He was out there getting it now. Steve Nash was
Yeah.
out there
Oh
getting
yeah.
it.
Oh
You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
he's gonna have to do that a bit longer. Like, Ant, we had Ant, he had a run, but Ant had to be doing that a few years, and now people are looking at him now and being like, yeah, he's there. He's there now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, it can't just be 1 year and then all of a sudden catapult you to a superstar. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not in agreement with that.
Yeah, and listen, me either, bro, because listen, like you said Shea, he out here getting it every night. Well, that's what a superstar does. That's what a superstar does. And 14 points and 17 points. Yeah, you might have a couple 30s in there, but bro, I mean, it's not consistent enough to be in the superstar conversation. And this ain't no hating. This is just facts. Like if I thought Haliburton was a superstar, I would say he's a superstar. You feel that? How's that hurting me? It ain't hurting me. If you could be a superstar and still lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's not. It's not. I'm not being. This ain't no hating shit. He's just not in the superstar level. A superstar is Steph Curry. It's Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? Those superstars are the guys that are leading their team in things. You know what I'm saying? And they like you said, they depend on Pascal Siakam to really go ahead and get a bucket. If you the superstar, Joker ain't sitting here. Hey Murray, I need you to take us home. No, it's not. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned last game he had 5 points through 3 quarters, dog. Them 12 points in the fourth quarter, they was empty stats. Empty. It did nothing to change the outcome of the game. It did absolutely nothing. They were empty fucking stats. And this is more often than not. It ain't like he not even giving you 20 a game, 25 a game. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able to watch the Pacers and say, oh, he that guy. Not just obviously people are human still. So when you see a game winner in the playoffs, it's like, oh my, and he got multiple of them this season. In each series, he got one. So I think that's what's leading people to say, you know what I mean? He is superstar. No, he not. He's a piece of the Pacers that has helped them get to where they are. He didn't even get the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And he didn't even get that. You know what I'm saying? Siakam got it. Siakam was doing dirty work in that last series, man, when you got 5 fucking points and shit. You know what I mean? This is 2 games in he hit the game winner game 1. He had 14 points.
Yeah, that's all he did. That's all he did, really.
He hit that one shot at the end. Great. Hit that one shot at the end, bro. And then last game, he had a measly 17 points. Like I said, them 12 points in the fourth quarter don't amount to a hill of beans for me. You know what I'm saying? So, superstar, it's levels to this shit. You can be really good and it's like really good, star, superstar type shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at this shit. And I just think he's really, really good at what he does. Superstar? Absolutely not. Because if you could be a superstar and put up the numbers, you know what I mean, like he's putting up, you know what I mean, then it's more superstars in the league. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, unless you're doing what Steve Nash is doing. Steve Nash controlled the game. Steve Nash is doing shit. You feel? You know what I mean? It's like he's not doing what Steve Nash is doing. And with the year, when he was averaging 18 points and assists and shit like that, it wasn't. He didn't have the effect on the game like a Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? So no,
Steve Nash in those 2 years, he upped his points per game. I mean, and what's his name is? I mean, he's at pretty much the same thing he has in the regular season.
Mm-hmm. So I was my guy Martell. You know what I mean? I was my son was getting his haircut. You know what I mean? That's my bro. You know what I mean? Son was getting his haircut, and he's like, it was another guy over there. I don't know his name. Another guy over there was like that. Tyrese Haliburton is the best. Listen to this. He's the best pure point guard in the NBA. The one, because he's like not looking to score like that, right? Luka's a point, right? We know Luka's looking to score, but he'll also pass that bitch. With Steph, he's looking to score that bitch. Shea, you know what I mean? They can pass the rock, but I think those guys are score first, whatever the case may be, right? And he's basically saying out of the guards in the league, that's not necessarily score first. He's the best pure point guard. And they talked about him, having, the games, he been having no turnovers and things like that. I mean, it ain't every night, but they pointed that shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I remember the list of point guards that we had: SGA, Harden, Luka, Steph, Ja, De'Aaron Fox, Cade, Jalen, Dame, Trey, Tyrese, Haliburton and LaMelo and Kyrie. All those guys are, they looking to score, but they will pass the rock. You know what I mean? So I think when he says it, I'm like, bro, but I don't want to break it down like that. I don't want to break it down like the one that's not looking to score first. That's like saying best player in the league, or that's like saying where's your ranking in the league as a player versus where's your ranking in the league at your position, because it just boils it all the way down to a shorter list. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm following you.
Right. So I didn't like when he said, the best pure point guard not looking to score first, because that's what it boils it all the way down. And when you look at all of the fucking guards on here, you're averaging 32 a game. You looking at, we know Shea gonna shoot that rock. Steph, Luka, Ja, De'Aaron Fox, Kate, they looking to put that ball in the bucket. So if you're gonna boil it down like that, maybe it's gonna be a short list. So you got to put him on that list where you saying the best pure point guard, period. You know what I mean? And I told him, I said, yo, nah, bro. No, he's not. No, you can't do it like that. You know what I mean? So where you at with that as far as like the best pure point guard in the league?
I mean, I hate when people say that, in my opinion, because point guard, it's all relative to what your skill set is as a point, first off, you know what I mean? And then what your team asks of you. You know what I mean? So if you are, let's say, Trae Young, you're the best scorer on your team, and you're the point guard on your team. So why is it because they ask him to score makes him not a pure point guard now? Because they ask him to score more? You know what I mean? Is it they ask Cade Cunningham to score more and control the tempo and, get his teammates involved? They ask him to do all of these things. That makes him not a pure point guard. It's all dependent on what the team asks of you at your position.
Okay.
Now, then do you do that at a high level more than maybe another player?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does that impact the winning or whatever the case may be? Then you can say this is this is who you pick. But I don't think that you should be going and saying, oh, he's the best pure point. No, nigga, is he the best point guard?
Right.
Is he the best point guard? You know what I'm saying? What he does for his team, does he impact winning, or does he whatever it is that you want to whatever thing, and he has impacted winning. So you have a better argument just being like he's one of the best point guards in the league because that he impacts winning. He's doesn't like hold on to the ball much too long, gets everybody involved. He scores when he needs to. You know what I'm saying? You're better off saying that, because I mean, I'm not with that. I always talk to Mel and all the the chat about this. Like I always say, you play the position the way that the skill sets that you have. You don't play the position the way it's supposed to be played, as if everyone back in the day played like that anyway. Nigga, NBA wasn't created in the 80s, bro. People keep thinking that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't think if you're a point guard, you're a point guard. Whatever your team asks you to do at that point guard position, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So
and I'm with that too, because like I said, if we're gonna look at it like that, if I'm going, I also said this. I said, look, if we're going to look at it from that standpoint, best point guard not willing to score or not, looking to score first. Well, hell, I just named you fucking what, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just named you 12 players. You know what I mean? I said, Tyra, I crossed him out because obviously we're talking about him, the 12 players. So yeah, he'll probably be the best pure point guard looking at it from your standpoint. But I don't like that. It got to be best point guard, and he's just not that. You know what I'm saying? So I think people, they sometimes I think they kind of prisoner of the moment. I know it's playoffs and that's where you make your name, but you don't just get your name off of making, a game winner, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to do this shit consistently, you know what I mean? For years, you know what I mean? In order to be in that conversation.
And I have a question for him.
All right.
It might be a dumb question, but what then if that's the case, and I'll be like, if I maybe put what's his name on that team, am I getting the same results?
Oh, what's that?
If I put Lonzo Ball on the team,
Oh man,
because Lonzo Ball is a pure point guard, let's say, if that's what you want to do, and he's a way better defender.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he do. And that's what he do. Like, he gets the ball, get it out. He gets the ball, he get it out. You know what I mean? So, and he can penetrate the D. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
and do I like him more, or am I gonna just say that? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not going. That's not what I don't do that shit. I hate that. I actually hate that. I absolutely hate that. I mean, we should get him on. Whoever it is that whoever's saying that, get him on and debate that, because
I'm gonna try to get both of them on here. You know what I mean? My guy Martell, he out of town right now. Like I said, I don't know the other guy name. I spoke to him twice because he was there. He was there both times. My son was getting his haircut. You know what I mean? But I'm next time I holler at him, I'm gonna see. You know what I mean? Come on the show, man. We need to talk about this. You know what I mean? Because he's also a referee, not Martell, but the other guy. You know what I mean? So he tuned in with basketball. He watch it, things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get him on the show, and we can discuss that topic for sure. You know what I mean? So before we about to get up out of here in a second, man, but I got another question to ask you, right? So obviously we know OKC Thunder, right? OKC Thunder, you know what I mean? And let's say shout to Sam Presti. Shout to Sam Presti, because I know it's been 13 years since, OKC has been to the finals. Last time, 2012, they got beat Miami 4-1, right? And it's been a long time since then they got to the finals, but they're back now. Obviously, when you lose a Kevin Durant and you lose a Russell Westbrook, it's time to build. You know what I mean? And he did that. Starting with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you know what I mean? That way he wasn't wanted with LA, you know what I mean? And obviously, Shai Gilgeous wasn't the Shai now that he was in LA, and that's okay because you had other players out there, right? But it's like he know what he needed to build his team. You know what I'm saying? The man drafted 3.
He was nice though. He was nice.
No.
In the Clippers.
He was nice. No, yeah, he was nice. You seen it. You know what I mean? But he has gotten better. My point for saying that is Sam Presti knew what he needed. He knew what he needed as the GM, and he picked the right player to lead their motherfucking team. And then he built the players, he built the team around them, and now look at them. You know what I'm saying? They had their bumps and bruises last year. They got stood up in the second round by Dallas. All right, cool. Now look, they have grown and they back in here, and they 2 rounds deeper in the finals. You know what I'm saying? With a series tied and could be up 2-0, you know what I mean? But a little collapse, whatever the case may be, right? So let's just shout to Sam Presti for that. But we know they had KD, Russ, you know what I mean? And they had James Harden for a little while coming off the bench. Was he 6 man? I think he won 6 man of the year. Did he win 6 man of the year? Yeah, he won 6 man of the year, right? And when you see guys like that, it's like he gonna be something. When you don't just recognize guys in their 5th, 6th year and say, oh, he gonna be a Hall of Famer. You see the potential from day one. When Luka stepped in the league from day one, oh yeah, he gonna be one of them ones. He gonna be when you see guys like that, like from the beginning they're gonna be that, right? But now it's like, okay, look, even though they've had great players come out of OKC, Western Conference Finals back then, and been to the Western Conference Finals 2016. Obviously, we know the 3-1 comeback, Golden State Warriors, y'all walked them down, boom. But they was also in the finals in 2012. Now they're back in the finals. If Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder win the NBA Finals, does this automatically catapult him as the greatest player the OKC Thunder has ever had over Kevin Durant, who won an MVP there, just like Shai, and Russell Westbrook? You know what I mean? Does this automatically catapult him to the greatest player that OKC has ever had?
Yes. Next question.
This was the conversation, and this question was from Mel. You know what I mean?
Why? What did he say?
He asked me if he won. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Would this make him the greatest player? I said, yeah, bro. Yeah, I said let's not act like listen to what you said. I said, nigga, KD, Russ, and James Harden. That's 3 fucking MVPs on that team. They didn't get it done in 2012. They was running through everybody. When the finals started, they were favored to knock off Miami with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. They were favored. No, you can look it up all you want to. Facts. When the final, you keep
but they weren't there. You keep saying they were favored. No one thought Miami was like. Hey, they were the favorite.
There were people on television. That's when I'm watching heavy on television saying that they don't think Miami is going to beat the OKC Thunder. The OKC Thunder was younger, they were better, had a bench and all of that shit. And they was talking about that on First Take and all of that shit. So that's where I got it from, right? That's what I'm basically talking about. They were saying that and they were favored. So no matter what you think and no matter what other people think, I'm talking about what people saying out here in the world and people that I know, you know what I'm saying? Oh, OKC got them. OKC, because the way they was running through everybody, ran through the Mavs, they ran through the Lakers, and they just ran through everybody, and they were favored to win. But they didn't get it done. I don't see 3 MVPs on this OKC team. Jalen Williams is not going to be an MVP one day. He's not. Chet's not going to be a league MVP one day. He's not. Neither is Kason, neither is Wiggins, neither is Caruso, none of those guys. It's only one. And if they go out here, well, I believe they are going to get it done. If they go out here and get it done, bro, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, yeah, they lost in the second round of Dallas. It wasn't a 3-1 lead. It damn sure wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So, and so he most definitely is going to catapult himself as the greatest OKC Thunder player to ever play in that uniform, in that building. And I don't even think that was, you know what I mean, too long of a, you know, too much of a too far-fetched of a statement for me. You know what I mean? I got one guy, I'm trying to get him on the show. He tells me no. And I said, how? Why not?
He would say it's Russell Westbrook, he'd probably say.
Yes, that's what he said. Because he said, bro, did you see what happened when KD went to the Warriors? They said they weren't going to make the playoffs. And he led them to the playoffs, fourth seed, and won an MVP. He the greatest ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kobe Bryant. Look at what he's doing. He trying to go off of, you know, they played there so long. You know what I mean? He might be rushing them is gonna get more love than Kevin than this SGA. No, the fuck he's not. He's going to get love. He gets when they played against the OKC this year. You know what I mean? They was showing love to him. You know what I'm saying? In the arena, if he made a shot or whatever, cause that's Russ. But this is SGA we talking about, who's in the finals, who won an MVP as well. And it's about to win the finals, if you ask me. In 6, I said OKC in 6, so that's why I say that. So I get that Russ played there longer. He was homegrown, but that shit don't mean nothing. The Magic and Kobe and Shaq, you know what I mean? Or should I say Magic and Kobe, since they were homegrown, they gonna always get a bunch of love. But guess what? Them niggas won championships. Mm-hmm. They won championships. And that right there is what catapults you into greatness of an organization. Not because you won an MVP. Now, if we talking, yeah, they won an MVP, but they ain't win the finals, then you can still have that discussion. But they about to win these finals, if you ask me. And that's going to put Shea at the number 1 spot, whether anybody likes it or not. And I don't think a whole lot of OKC fans would disagree, especially now with Kevin Durant being that he cut out on him. So his only competition is Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, I think Westbrook is the one that obviously is the one that he would have to go up because that's more because of the longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because of longevity. But if you
in the force, he also mentioned 4 straight triple-double seasons. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Did he get that?
Yeah, and that's impressive. Don't get me wrong. And I would say the first one, you know, after you kind of seen it was like, it kind of looked like he was like, they were like trying to make him get it, you know? Like it just seemed like a kind of a forced thing after the first one, even though the first one, it's impressive, don't get me wrong, but it just seemed like people just forcing him to get these things, meaning they were boxing out for him to get the rebound and all this, whatever it is, but it's still hard for him to do that. I'm not going to diminish that anyway, so I don't really want to go to there, but it's only because of longevity, I think. Because if he was only there, because remember, Shea's only been there for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I mean, playing at this level, it's been like 3 years now.
Yep.
And if he's already gets it in his 4th, 5th year, a ring, an MVP, all NBAs 2-3 years in a row, we can damn sure know that he's gonna probably have another. Let's just be kind. He's
26.
Let's be kind and say 5 years, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 years, okay? Mm-hmm. He's gonna already have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's say what's his name had about 7 7 to 8 All NBA type of seasons, he's gonna have that too, plus a ring. So he's clearly gonna be. And listen, Big Mike, this team don't look like it ain't getting any. It ain't getting. It's still young, buddy. He might get another MVP up in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I ain't doubting that at all.
Yeah, because if his team has the best record in the league again, I mean, I don't see why he can't get another MVP. So we're looking at multiple MVPs. We're looking at maybe even this one's the next one, multiple finals appearances.
Yes, sir.
He might get back to a Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
So he's going to be going further, deeper into the playoffs.
Yep.
It's going to be him for sure. Like, it's not even a question. And the question is more about, would it be automatically? So that's right now. I think obviously people know that if he were to stay there, he will be if he wins. But right now, because he's won the ring, you got to put him over it.
Yes.
And if anyone says otherwise, then they're fucking stupid. Because what is the point of playing basketball? The point of playing is to fucking win. That's the point. That's the whole objective. Yeah.
You got to get your brain checked. It's automatically gonna put him at number one.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that though. You know what I mean? What else you got in your mind, man? Anything else on your mind, dog? You want to talk about before we get up out of here, man? What's up?
No, man. You know what I'm saying? See, Indiana got that next win, 2 in a row. That's for the WNBA.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's quite exciting. I hope Indiana get that I hope they can make it further this year.
Indiana
What's the name? Yeah, Minnesota. Fisher Collier balling.
Yeah, he a dog, bro.
She's balling. My Man City team. We talk about Man City. My Man City team. That we've bought a few players now.
So I'm about to see. I just saw somebody.
Yeah. If Coco wants to get on there and talk some football, let me know. What's next here? I mean, man, that's about it, man. Ain't really nothing else to really.
What the Ravens gonna do this year? Back to the AFC Championship game or Super Bowl? Or what? What they doing?
I don't know, man. I mean, I have to see how my team's playing, man, during the course of the season. You know what I mean? But like, we're always going to be in the playoffs, so it's just a matter of, can we get it done when we get there? You know what I mean? So I wonder how we're going to be looking like during the season for sure. Especially we have D-Hop out there. We got some defensive players now. We signing players. I think realistically, I think that's what it comes down to. Like, I think everyone kind of knows all those teams, especially over there in the AFC. They know kind of who's going to be there. So it's just about, who we going to match up against and if we're going to be able to get this shit done, bro.
Yeah.
If we're going to be able to get this shit done, man.
And you know what's crazy is that I know we was talking about like the Pacers and shit, you know what I mean, Neptown here in Neptown. It's like, if they lose this series, right, they got to go into football season. Anthony Richardson is hurt again. He's out indefinitely. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just says indefinitely with a shoulder injury. You know what I mean? I guess he re-aggravated. That's the same shoulder that he had messed up before. I think they're saying like this time it's not going to require surgery. That's what Shane Steichen has said. It's not going to require surgery, but he's going to be out. And they got Daniel Jones as their quarterback as well, man. So like you look at Anthony Richardson as a bust. I mean, being a 4th overall pick, you know what I mean? He's been hurt. You know what I'm saying? When he plays, it's like he's up and down. He's still showing, you know what I mean, throwing incapabilities. You know what I mean? Completing the throw. He can throw it far. He can throw it. If it's to throw it 60 yards downfield in the ocean, he could do that. I mean, he can do that shit off one leg. He's a big, strong kid. You know what I mean? We talking about the precision passing, the putting the ball where it needs to be. You got a guy open across the middle, you throwing it in the dirt. You know what I mean? You overthrowing it, you underthrowing it, and things like that when you got to put touch on the ball. And that's where he struggles at. We ain't talking about him running. We ain't talking about him throwing it 60 yards downfield. You know what I mean? We're talking about those passes that's going to move the chains and continuously do that. And that's where he struggles at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, would you consider him a bust right now, or are you going to wait till he play a full season, or what?
I'm going to wait till he play a full season.
So let me ask you a question. He going into his 3rd year, right? Obviously, you get 4-year rookie contract, and they can pick up a 5th year, and they can franchise tag you twice, whatever. They can hold you for 7 years. After his 4th year, if let's just say he plays a full season next year, and it's the same shit, it's just one full season. I mean, Or if he doesn't, you know what I mean? And when does he get the bus title? And will he get that?
I mean, when he gets back and starts to play, and when he gets back and he plays, if he's not doing to what they think he can do, then it's time to start. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I would have gave him this year's probably was going to be his year to see if there's any strides or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? After he had a good 11 games, you know what I'm saying? And then now you see if he's made the progressions. You know what I mean? Because I think everyone thinks everyone's supposed to be an instant hit,
right?
Which is not the case.
Let me ask you this: because Daniel Jones is probably going to be starting, right?
Yeah.
If Daniel Jones is showing you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm good out here. Do you put Anthony Richardson back in there, knowing that okay, he's a 4th overall pick? We just drafted him 3 years ago, and you know, or are you going to stick with Daniel Jones? Like, what do you do in that situation? What would you do in that situation?
I mean, it just depends on how well the team is doing. If it's like a 6-6 team, or you know what I'm saying, or you know, if they freaking go out there and they're 13-3, then we're gonna have conversations now. But
so what if they 3-1 and it's time for Andrew, it's time for Richardson? He's healthy. They 3-1 and Daniel Jones is playing good. I ain't even say 12 games. I said 4 games, 3-1 or something like that.
You keep D Jones in there, and you know, because it's all about wins and losses, man. If your team's doing well at the moment, you got to keep him in there and ride it out, you know, and then he can just continuously learn. And behind, you know, people make it seem like that is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, bro. Some of the greatest players of all time have done that. Yeah. He can do that. You feel what I'm saying? So if Daniel Jones is doing well, you leave him in there, leave him out there. You continue to get wins, but then when they start to lose, or if they were starting to lose, then you can kind of switch it and put him in there. You know what I mean?
Well, let's see what he can do.
That's what I would do.
All right, I'm with you on that. All right, man. Well, shit, man. Man, we've been on here an hour already. Only seem like it, you know what I mean? But anyway, man. Well, we're gonna see what the rest of this series do. Game 3 Wednesday night here in Naptown. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be crazy. My boy Jordan said, "Hey, listen, 3 more wins. It's gonna be straight like that. It's gonna be easy. You know what I mean? Out the door." They're gonna be in motherfucking Disney World celebrating this shit, man. You know what I mean? So listen, so hey, I'm gonna get one of my guys on here too. He said you smoking dope, you know what I mean? He said that nigga sounds silly as hell. You know, I'm gonna put the clip out, you know what I'm saying? He sounds silly as hell saying what he's saying. You know what I mean? So
get him on here. Who you talking about?
You don't know him. I'm gonna try to get him on here though, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure, man. So listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Hope y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. You feel me? We'll holler at y'all, man. That's our show for the day. We gone.